what's up, guys? So, today we are going to be reacting to some more drama regarding Diablo 4, specifically the Path of Exile, PoE 2 versus Diablo 4 drama. As you all know, just recently, GGG was her name, right? They just had their ExileCon and they just showed more of PoE2, and like people have been comparing it to Diablo 4 like crazy, and they're saying that D4 bad, PoE good. So yeah, I'm interested in what Asmongold has to say. So we're gonna be looking at Asmongold's video, and also reacting to Raxantarak. So we're gonna be looking at two POVs here, and then I'm gonna express my own POV as we watch along. So let's take a look.
Is Diablo 4 dying?
Maybe.
Oh my god.
D4 bad, D4 dead.
Oh my god, is the game dying? What the fuck? Oh no, I didn't know that. What is this? This is Rax's opinion about PoE versus Diablo 4. Now, the difference between the two games is that Path of Exile good, Diablo 4 bad. Okay? So I don't even know why anybody made a video about this, because, you know, I've been to Twitch chat, I've read the YouTube comments, I know what the right decision is.
So, to be fair, I've never played PoE before. So it's gonna be, and Diablo 4 is my very first ARPG, so it's gonna be really interesting what these people have to say, because Asmongold and Rax have been playing ARPGs far longer than me. So they're way more experienced, and they probably know like what the really bad things are. Like, to be fair, like right now the only real thing I hate about Diablo 4 is renown. Like, I do not want to farm renown every new season. Like, just get rid of it, please. Like, have us only do it once the first time, and then for season, like, give us another mechanic to like get those skill points and paragon points.
So I don't know what the hell we even talking about here. Yeah, it's like, I know what the popular opinion is. Why are we even what are we doing this? I just please.
Yeah, to be fair, like the popular opinion is D4 bad, PoE good. That's it, pretty much.
Like, if you enjoy something, do not let a balding middle-aged man on the internet take it away from you. If you
Okay, that's, I mean, I guess there's some truth to it. Like, if you really like a game, I guess you shouldn't let other people's opinion, like, you know, affect you playing the game at all. But there's a bit of gray area there, because there are games that, I mean, personally, I want to be really vocal about like games that I hate and games that I really like, and like I'm going to defend a game that I really like up to a point that it's still defendable, and I'm going to shit on a game that I really hate. Like, I was like that with Genshin Impact, because I really hated gacha games. I still do, and that might change eventually in the future. It depends. Like, if every game is now technically a gacha game, then I'll have no choice but to. I'll either quit gaming entirely or just suck it up and play gacha games. That's what's gonna happen. So yeah, I still don't like. Well, the reason I don't like Genshin Impact is because it's gacha. Like, the thing is, when Genshin Impact was like advertised, they never said it was gonna be a gacha. None of the advertisements said it was gonna be a gacha. So when it was finally like revealed it was a gacha game, it pissed me off so much. Like, Genshin Impact has so much potential as an MMO. That's why I really love, and I'm really hoping for Blue Protocol to succeed, because Genshin Impact to me was supposed to replace Peria Chronicles, if you ever heard of it. It was also an anime MMO that got cancelled. So like, when I saw Genshin Impact, oh, this is it. This is the game that's going to replace Peria Chronicles. And then, actually no, I think Blue Protocol was announced first, right? Blue Protocol was announced first, and then there was no like release date back then. So like, suddenly Genshin Impact came, so I had like two choices. It was either Blue Protocol or it was either Genshin Impact. So yeah, when they said it was a gotcha game, I got so mad. Like I shit on it. Like all my friends hated me for it because I shit on it so much. Like I posted like shit posts. I shit posted about it like almost every day for like a whole month or something. I can't remember, but yeah. My thoughts on Genshin Impact now. I mean, like I said, the only reason I hate it is because it's a gotcha game. Like everything else about it is okay. Like, the gameplay is all right. It's not something like I would find like unplayable or something. But yeah, I have my own reasons for hating gotcha games. And I will add, there is a gotcha game that I am going to play eventually. It's Final Fantasy VII Crisis, Ever Crisis. Um, I hate that it's a gotcha game, but the reason I want to play it is because it's gonna be like a remake of the whole FF7 compilation, including the mobile game that never released outside of Japan before Crisis. So it's gonna be remade into the style of Ever Crisis. So Ever Crisis gameplay is gonna be turn-based gotcha. Basically, there's not gonna be a whole lot of moving around. The story is probably automated. It's gonna be probably similar to like Dissidia Opera Omnia. Basically, that's how the game is gonna be, and the gotcha part is the weapons, I believe. So yeah, I'm about to break my hatred. Is it? I don't know if I can phrase it like that. Like, yeah, I'm about to play a gotcha game. I mean, it's not like I haven't played a gotcha game before that though. Like I did play what's this called? Idola for PSO2 JP, because the only reason I played it, I didn't really play it. I just logged in to claim the rewards that I can grab in the main game of PSO2. So yeah, that's one of the reasons that I played that. I also want to try out the Cydia Opera Omnia because I was curious because this is the Cydia. I want to see how it plays, but I didn't really take it seriously. I just kind of played it for a week and I just dropped it. So yeah, like I'm not sure if I'm going to play Ever Crisis seriously. I probably will only play it for the story. Like I'm not gonna play it as a gotcha game, basically. So yeah, we've sidetracked a bit, so let's get back.
You like playing Diablo Immortal? All right, go for it. That's your life. You're gonna do what you want to do. Go see a doctor. Yeah.
Go see a doctor.
Here we go.
Hi everyone, it's Rax. Path of Exile just had a bunch of announcements about Path of Exile 2 and the new Path of Exile 1 League. The beta is coming in about a year for Path of Exile 2, so the game will follow shortly after. And what has happened a lot in my stream, and probably, I'm guessing, all over the internet, is there's comparisons all the time in Path of Exile 2 versus Diablo 4. And
I'm sorry, I cannot... This exact same thing happened with PoE 1 and Diablo 3. Like,
oh really? So that's kind of interesting. So has PoE always been the better game? Like that's something I can't really comment on because, like I said, this is the first time I've entered the ARPG space. So yeah, Diablo 4 is my first ARPG and my first Diablo game, basically.
the exact same thing fucking happened. And it's like, I actually have a video. I will have you guys know. I have a video talking about Path of Exile in the beta from 2012 that I never released. And I'm never like, yeah, I watched it. So I came home from my dad's house and I was, we watched Kriparian, of course. Yeah, I saw this new game and it was like, what the fuck, man? So then I play it. Release it? I need to do it, man. Why didn't you release it? I don't know why I didn't. There's like probably 100 videos. I'm not even kidding you. 100 videos that I never released.
Who's going to win? Everybody is asking me my opinion all the time. I'm going to give you my opinion, but first I'd like to start with just a tiny little story. We're gonna go back to when the
No,
dinosaurs.
I just realized this. The title confirms Einar is going to be in Path
Who's
of Exile
Einar?
too. Now I am
Probably a
even
PoE
more
1
excited
character.
for it. I hate
I don't
Einar.
know. I don't know who Einar
I
is.
don't.
Roam the earth when I was a little kid. When I was a little kid, I loved to play any hyped up game that was going to come out.
All
The
those
first
are-
Zelda,
yeah.
or and then later on, A Link to the Past, or the next Final Fantasy, or
So the thing about that is, and I'll comment later. I guess I'll let him finish.
any kind of game,
Yeah.
like Double Dragon, or Sonic, or Chrono Trigger.
I broke 3 Sega Genesis consoles over Sonic 3.
I never played a lot of Sonic games because in the past, my parents never. I wanted like an N64, or was it a Dreamcast? I don't know. Whatever console it was that played Sonic, my parents never bought me one. Like, I only had 2 consoles growing up that I did buy with my own. No, I had 4 actually. I had 4 consoles that I didn't buy with my own money, which was the PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, Game Boy, Game Boy Advance, and PSP. Oh, it's actually 5 then. Game Boy Advance and PlayStation Portable. And all of those were bought by my aunts and uncles. My parents were very stingy. They never bought us the consoles. They did buy us the games, but they were pirated, the fake games, because they were cheap. Like I said, they were stingy. My parents did buy us toys though. Me and my brother, they did buy us some toys, like Gundams and Zoids, Beyblades, those kinds of stuff. But again, they bought us the fake ones because I don't know if they bought us the fake ones on purpose or if because we didn't know any better. So yeah,
I also unlocked Supersonic.
I have no idea what Supersonic is.
Anything.
I'm
And
not
then
a Sonic
eventually Halo
fanboy.
1 and Diablo 2 and Diablo 1 and then Path of Exile. And then the new Zeldas and Super Mario and Super Mario World and now Super Mario Galaxy or Odyssey and everything in between. All the games in between. World of Warcraft, whatever. One thing that I really just don't understand is the level of tribalism that I'm seeing. I guess it's just human nature. You see it all the time. You see it in sports. You see it.
Yeah, he has a point. Like, as humans, we always want to be better. And not just better, we want to be better than this other person. We want to be above them. And that's just human nature, I guess. Like, I've kind of always felt that ever since I was a child. Like, I hated it when I was below someone. But I understand like the morality of all these things, but you know, it's you guys can feel it, right? Like whenever, you know, you feel, but you know, sometimes you feel inspired by someone higher than you, but sometimes it's just hate or like what do you call that, jealousy. But yeah,
Here and there.
Here's why. Okay. I'm going to use the Valorant example again. Now, if you are Radiant in Valorant, this qualifies you to have e-girls and Discord kittens talk to you. If you're rank 1 gladiator in World of Warcraft,
no one cares
okay, Grandpa, let's get you to bed now.
because Valorant is more popular.
That's just the truth. People want their game to be really popular.
Exactly.
Because
exactly
the
what I
more
said.
popular their game is, the more important it is whenever they
Exactly.
accomplish something in that game.
True.
And the
true.
more people will care about it. Like, for example, whenever I told my dad that I got Invincible, I really cannot express to you how much he didn't care. It made me mad. I was like, Dad, you don't okay, so
Bruh.
Arthas. Okay, you remember the Lich King, right? Okay. So Arthas, so he had a horse, right? And so the horse, you know how Arthas is okay, so the horse he's like, so it's like a 1% thing. Right? It's like so rare. And like it was the beginning of Cataclysm, so they had just made it. And then I got the mount. I got it. And I'm showing him on my phone. And he's like, So, did you fill any job applications out? Did you do
Nope.
any of that? No? Okay. All right. Yeah,
His dad
that's
just didn't
nice.
give a fuck.
Okay, so you got another one of those. Don't you? Didn't? I thought you already had like 100 mounts. So you got another one. Oh. Okay. And that was it, right? But it's like, if I told him that I did something that he understood, he'd be like, "Oh, that's
Yeah,
badass.
that's
That's
true.
great." Right?
Like, if you tell someone something that they can relate to, then they're gonna compliment you. If you tell someone that's why I don't really talk to my parents a lot, because the things that I like are not something that they're interested in. So like, it's really hard to like try to relate with them.
So it's the same thing.
But for some reason, it's very in fashion for people to just love Path of Exile, which then forces you by their thinking to either hate Diablo or hate Torchlight
Yeah.
or hate any of the other ones
On
or
December.
hate Last
Remember that
Epoch.
game? Last
And
Epoch.
this
Who
is
hates
something
Last
that
Epoch?
I absolutely I just don't possess this mindset at all. I don't have I think
Well, that's the thing. Like, I don't know about other people, but like I said earlier, it's really human nature. Like, it's hard to get it out of our system. It's in our system to want to be higher than others, to want to be better than others, to feel that we're higher or better than others.
because pretty much 0% of it.
And the reason
When I-
also why, and this is the truth, right, is like Rax, me, DM, everybody else, right? We have the luxury to waste so much
That's
time
true.
on
That's
a fucking
true.
game. Right.
Like, streamers. Like, here's the thing. Like, I'm gonna compare. Okay, this is gonna be. I don't know if people are gonna be able to relate to this, but when let's go back to the subject when Rax said about when he was a kid, etc. So when we were kids, we had so much time to waste. We didn't have any problems. We didn't know any better. We had no idea what pay to win is, what a good game is. We had no framework for that stuff. We didn't care. So like, we would play any good looking game. Like, we would know life it, right? Like, we wouldn't give a shit about what people say, because to us it would be a good game. Like, we had a lot of time on our hands, so it didn't matter if the game was bad. Like, we'd play it, so we can like, and then we can give our opinion on it, right? So like, it's the same thing with streamers, popular streamers. Not me, I'm not popular. I don't actually have that much time to like explore a game. They have so much time to like explore. They have so much time to waste on these games that it doesn't matter if the game is bad, and at the same time they're earning money doing it. That's really all it is, guys. That's what I think. That's what Asmongold is about to say right now. Like, to them, it doesn't matter whether they play a good game, a bad game, because all of that, whatever they do, they can farm something out of it, real money, pretty much.
Right? Let's be honest. So much time on a fucking game. We can waste tons of time on a game. But
Exactly.
if you are a person,
Regular
if you're
person.
a normal person, you don't have all the time in the world to invest
Yep.
into a game, but
Yep.
you want to invest into a game, and you want to know that you're investing into the right game. Do you want to buy stock in Enron or Google? Okay? It's pretty simple.
Yeah, that it's like so he's comparing it to buying stock basically. If you don't have a lot of money, you have to pick the right stock, right? So like, and that's hard. And picking stocks, it's not as easy as like looking at these numbers. Oh, this is gonna be the right stock for me. No, it's gonna take time. You can't just invest in this stock and say, oh, okay, it's gonna be in 10 years it's gonna be good. No, it's the same thing as video games. You have to invest time into it, especially if it's live service. So we're talking mostly about live service here. For single player games, it doesn't really matter, because they have a time limit. They have an expiration date. Usually it's like 30, 60, 70 hours depending on the game. It could be more. So yeah. He's got a point here.
People would assume that I am a lover and a fanboy
Yeah,
of Diablo.
Okay, yeah.
I'm
I
a
guess
lover and a fanboy of
video
games.
games.
I'm playing Tears of the Kingdom.
So what he's saying here is that he's paid by Blizzard to advertise Diablo 4. That's what he's
joking,
saying, guys. Hey, yo, don't get it twisted. Hey, this is a shill. All right?
I love when Asmongold does this. Like, everyone knows, at least his chat knows that he's being sarcastic. I don't know about some other people out there, but yeah, it's funny when he does this.
He's a fucking shill for playing Diablo 4. You know it, I know it, everybody knows it. That's right.
Zelda.
You're not going to confuse me.
I wish I had a PS5. Is it a PS5 so I could play Final Fantasy 16?
Oh yeah, you should get a PS5, Rax. FF16 is amazing.
Have it. I'm playing Diablo 2, and I watched the Path of Exile trailer or yesterday, whenever it was. I thought it looked great.
It was great. Like, I watched like part of the live stream from clips, and it looked amazing. Like, I'm excited to play it. I won't be playing the beta. I'll be playing the full release. I hope next year it gets fully released. But yeah, beta is on January 2024. Correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, somewhere next year.
Really good, and I was excited for it. My opinion is, I wish the community in general would get back to more of the core idea.
And the thing is, you got to keep.
That's never gonna happen. It's like I said, it's innate. It's human nature. I don't see a future where everyone will be at peace. I don't. The only way that could ever happen is if God does like a hard reset on humankind. Just delete everyone, kill everyone off, start from the very beginning, and then groom them in a way that we won't fight. But I don't know. I think I'm thinking it's just gonna repeat if he doesn't like do something to our brains to like. The thing is, he's given us free will, right? This is gonna be a whole other topic, but like I said, if he doesn't like put some sort of hard stopper, it's just gonna repeat. Even if he does kill off humankind and he makes new beings, he has to make like better humans, basically.
Keep in mind that like a lot of people, especially with like inner genre gaming. Like, I can see where it's like a RTS streamer is like on copium. No, the genre is not dead. It's not dead. No, everybody
dead.
playing Warcraft 3 and StarCraft 1. No, that's not. It's not dead.
People still play
it's
it.
It's just it's building.
StarCraft.
It's bulking. It's gonna happen. There's gonna be a really good game that comes out soon. StarCraft 3 is gonna change the world, right? They're giga coping, yes. Because like, they don't want to have people stop watching them. But the truth is, like, if like people say like, oh well, he doesn't want it to die because like his channel is like based around Diablo. If Rax started making PoE videos and PoE got more popular than Diablo, everybody that watched him, everybody that plays PoE would watch him too.
Yep.
It's the same as like Zizrain. I think Zizrain's the best example of this. Ziz made videos about PoE for years. You know, Zizrain actually used to be named PC Child. It was many years ago.
PC Child, really?
I first learned about the guy. And Criparian too. Yeah, Crip as well. So, and Quinn. And you just moved over.
Yeah, there's a lot of PoE players that did try out Diablo 4.
And people will follow if the content is good.
That's true.
It's the same reason whenever I played Final Fantasy, people watch me play Final Fantasy, same as they watch me play WoW. Lost Ark, same thing. New World, it's, but, I mean, it's as good as it's going to get, right?
I never tried New World, by the way. I don't know if I ever will. Probably not.
We just love video games. Why does it have to be Path of Exile 2 or Diablo 4?
Because people don't have the time to invest in both games. That's the reason why.
Yeah, that's true. That's what he said earlier. Like, it's about the time investment. Like, compared to streamers, this is their full-time job. So like, they can play whatever game they want. They can waste however much time they want because they get paid for it. And like the same thing with a child analogy. Like, back in the day, we had so much time, we didn't give a fuck. it's like a very similar situation there.
Want to make sure that they invest their time into the right game. That's the reason. That's the truth. And it's because people don't have a lot of time. They want to feel like they're doing the right thing. They want to feel like their activities, their accomplishments in the game matter. That's why achievement systems are in every fucking game. That's why you give people trophies. That's why you read somebody's name out whenever they subscribe to you. That's why, oh my God, donated $1, donated $1, and he said donated $1, donated $1. Gang, gang. It's the same thing. It is.
Yeah, it is.
It's all the same.
He's not wrong.
I mean, it's no secret that some of the things that
Like it's different, guys. If you're still young now, if you're still in school, and you know, if your thoughts haven't matured yet, you're gonna be in for a big surprise when you reach. Like I myself, I matured pretty early, to be honest. Like it didn't like hit me that big after I graduated from college because I was already like my mindset was already very matured. Like I already started looking for money in college. I wish I did it earlier actually. Like I never took school seriously in college because I knew already then that this is just a waste of time. If I started making money now, I would make more money in the future. I would make more money cumulatively like after I graduate. So yeah.
we 2 announced yesterday sound a lot more attractive than Diablo 4.
That's
And maybe
true.
this is going to light a fire under the Diablo 4
No,
development team. Be like, all right, we better step up our
I
game.
remember I said that about Diablo 3.
Oh my god.
Oh man, see, I was here 10 years ago. I remember thinking like, oh man, now that PoE's out, Diablo's just going to be able to
3 is gonna be
copy some
better.
of this stuff word for word and just put this into the game. It's going to make Diablo 3 is just going to go up from here.
And it didn't happen.
And we
Man,
got a
that's-
year to make our game better, and this is
bro.
going to be our competitor.
Oh,
See, that's something I don't understand about. There are some companies that do that, and that's very good. I like it when there's competition, and you know, the reality is people are gonna try to copy things because that's how you improve. You copy something and then you try to improve it, right? That's how it goes. It's so hard right now to like think of something unique because you know I don't know if all of you agree about this, but WoW, World of Warcraft was basically the peak of MMORPGs. To be fair, I've never played World of Warcraft, but just looking at all its features and everything, it basically was the peak. The only changes that has appeared since then was gameplay and graphics. Basically, the only really big changes, like in terms of like mechanics, all that stuff. Everything has been copied from World of Warcraft, and then people just added their own take on it, right? So copying is a good thing as long as it's not like a one-for-one copy. Like copy it with a bunch of changes, but you know, not like the lazy kind of copying. You have to really think about it and make sure it fits your game.
This
Yeah.
is healthy. I like this.
yeah.
I like that
competition is
PoE
healthy.
2 had such a godly announcement.
Yeah, of course.
If it had been the opposite, I would be very, very sad and very disappointed. And Bethesda with Starfield or anything, please, everybody, just make godly games. And I really would like the community, all the different communities, get a little less toxic.
That's not
and a
gonna
little
happen.
more about just
That's not gonna
making
happen.
great games like we used to have.
No.
No, how do I explain this? The games in the past versus the games in the present. So, if we look at them in technical terms, games of the past were worse. Like, if we only look at technical, okay, like, you know, the graphics, the gameplay, the games today are a million times better. But if we look at it overall, the reality is there hasn't really been like that much of a change from games of the past and games now. They weren't they weren't really better. If I like, let's say FF7, or like, okay, let's pick an older example, FF1 for example. Like, it was a good game at the time, but if you ask me now if I would like to replay it, I probably would say no. Like, I would probably play a more like modern looking game with more modern mechanics, right? Like, that's how I feel about it personally. I don't know about you guys, or yeah.
Oh, it was never like that. It was never like that. People were fighting about whether GameCube was better than PlayStation
Exactly.
2.
It's always been like that. That's what I'm talking about. People have been toxic ever since the beginning of time, probably.
Xbox versus PlayStation.
Yeah, and it's not just games. It's in everything.
X Bros. I've heard a term people use. It's the stupidest fucking thing I've ever heard. I feel stupid even saying it. People called me a Sony pony because I said the
Sony
PS5
pony
was better than the new Xbox.
Well, it is.
Can you fucking believe that?
It is, though.
Like, I wanted to jump out my fucking window whenever I read that shit. Yeah, yeah, Commodore 64 versus Atari.
Yeah, like, people have been toxic ever since the
Super
past.
Mario World, the Links to the Past, the Final Fantasies with Kefka, etc. That's what we need. My opinion is the PoE 2 announcement was very strong, looked very good, and I'm hoping, I'm hoping that this lights a fire under the D4 developers, under their.
See, the thing is, like, they're very similar games, right? So, like, even to me, I do have somewhat not a lot of time, but I do have time to play multiple games, but not as much as these guys because they're doing it full time. If I'm playing a similar genre, like a similar gameplay, I don't want to play both of them. Like, I should just choose one. Like, I don't know. Like, it depends. Depends if both games are good, then I'll play them both. But if one of them is bad, I'm gonna drop the other one. Like, that's just like common sense, right? It's the right thing to do.
Under their asses, so they give us something that's really good. Okay, let's be nice to each other. Let's not be toxic toward PoE 2
Not gonna happen.
PoE 1 League
Shit.
or Diablo 4.
Oh no, he's doing
to
it.
make the games better,
Yep,
so we
this
can have
is
fun.
pure
That's what
copium.
video games are about, right?
Yeah.
That's my opinion. Be
Yeesh.
nice to each other, bounce ideas off each other, and I am looking forward to Path of Exile 2. Who knows? I might even play. You never know. Thank you.
Here's the way I see it. Is that every game that comes out is good for me. Because I
Yeah.
get to farm the drama.
Yeah, this is
about
what I'm
it
talking
coming
about.
out. I get to ride it on the way up, and I get to ride it all the way
That's
down.
true. That's true. That's the
And
advantage
I
of
think
being a
that with
streamer
New
or
World,
content
this
creator.
is a great example. Is that I actually think that New World was an incredibly engaging and fun game on the first couple of months of release. The only difference is that you had to include the drama and the duping as part of the game.
Holy shit! Like, he has a point there. You know, if you include the drama, then overall it is actually like a fun experience. If you look at it like a totally positive, like, how do I say it? In the totally positive light, he does make a point. If you're not gonna look at it negatively, like, yeah, it does make a point there.
If you included the community turmoil, the weird fucking bugs, the sausages getting posted into chat, if you viewed this as part of your experience of the game, then the game is actually pretty fun.
That's true, but like, that's like, I think that's being too pessimistic though. I don't know, like, I don't know if I can. But the thing is, I haven't played New World, so I think the question is, are those bugs game breaking? Because if they were like, just something like, just funny things that are there, then they wouldn't really affect me as much. But if they're game breaking bugs, like, infinite gold or duping. He did mention duping, right? So I don't know like how it went in New World, but yeah, it's case by case.
So yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with that at all. First month MMO is always fun, no matter how shitty it is. No, it's not.
That's I think that's true. Or I don't know, like it depends on the game, I guess.
I remember Bless Online.
Ooh,
So
I never played
I
Bless
mean,
Online.
To me, I don't give a fuck, right? I mean, I played the fuck out of PoE, I played the fuck out of Diablo, and I'm gonna play the fuck out of Diablo 4 if they ever get their shit together, and I'll play the fuck out of PoE 2. And I'll be playing PoE 1 at the same time. It's just that simple.
I probably will not play PoE 1 anymore. I will not have the time for that unless of course you guys can help me with that, you know, by liking and subscribing to this video, spreading the word, dropping by my live streams pretty much.
Why is anyone
Helping
else's
me
idea of
fund
fun
this.
related to other people's tribalism or creators? But that's why. I think it's the psychology. People want to be noticed for their accomplishments.
Yep.
People don't.
It's human
It's
nature.
not enough for them to be good at a video game.
It's human
okay?
nature, guys. It's just
They have
it
to
is
have
what it
other
is.
people not only know that they're good at that video game, but appreciate them for it.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
That's
what
true.
a PoE pony? Yeah, there you go.
That's very
You even
true.
play Diablo 4? Yes, I do. I play Diablo 4, and people shit on me for it or whatever. It doesn't matter because I just do what I want to do. That's why people put their names on buildings. That's why people do everything. People want to get noticed, and they want to do something that's popular.
That's true.
Like
That's true.
what the fuck are we talking about? People like to feel better about their choices. Yes, please, balding middle-aged man on the internet, please
In fashion.
validate me. Am I consuming entertainment the right way? Am I looking at the right things? Am I playing the right games? Am I having fun or not? Tell me, please tell me.
I don't do that actually. Like I don't care if people like hate the game I'm playing. I'm gonna play it if I'm having fun. Like I don't really go to content creators to get like affirmation if my game is good. I go to content creators for guides. That's the main reason I go watch content creators for games.
Am I having fun? I don't know. Oh my god.
But it is pretty fun to like, you know, see people's like thoughts on like the current situation of whatever game you're playing. It is pretty like insightful in a way, you know.
God. Oh god, I can't wait for the schizo videos about these games to come out. They're gonna be so good. I love it. People are only shitting on you because you made an I quit video literally 4 days later. Can't help it. No, I didn't make an I quit. Well, I do. Like my YouTube editors, they can do whatever
It was
they
clickbait.
want.
It was clickbait, guys.
I let them do anything that they want to do. So if they want to make a video and say Asmongold quit Diablo 4, then they can do that. And it's like, oh, well, but you said on YouTube, yeah, well, guess what? I hate to break the fourth wall, but you got fucking clickbaited. I didn't quit the fucking game. I just said I wasn't going to play it, and I was going to wait for the campfire, and if it looked promising, I'd play it again on good faith, because I like rewarding things that look like they're going in the right direction. That's all I said, but listen, think about how long that is. Is that going to fit on a YouTube thumbnail, or is that a YouTube title? What's the thumbnail going to be? Me doing like this? Nah, it's boring. It's better. Right? This is going to get more people to watch. And guess what happens? That's what you get.
Cheese whiz! Gusto ko maging strong.
I guess that's it. Let's just finish this ad. It's like, oh, it's
from
2 ads.
Cheese Whiz.
Like, we'll watch this one and we'll skip the other one.
Keep trying. Get stronger. Cheese whiz.
I hate it when the ad. Oh, Valorant ad. I'm gonna skip this. So, yeah, I guess that's it. Oh, shit.
We have a lot.
No, not gonna watch that. So, yeah. You've heard my thoughts on it as well. Let me just summarize then. D4 bad, PoE good. No, I'm just kidding. So, I think Diablo 4 still has like a lot of room for improvement. Like, it's hard to really say now, like, if it's gonna be a good game or a bad game, like 5 years from now, 3 years from now. I do hope it gets better. I mean, right now I'm not gonna play PoE yet. I'm excited for PoE 2. I'm going to play that for sure. So yeah, to each their own. If you don't like Diablo 4, then just don't play it. I mean, you can shit on it, sure, that's fine, but yeah, like the best thing you can do for yourself. I mean, you can not play it and shit on it. That's fine. Like I do it. I did it with Genshin Impact. I think it's fine, to be honest. But make sure, like, your arguments are justifiable. Like, don't just go hating on something for like stupid reasons, basically. So yeah. That's it for now. I'll see you guys in the next video. Otskro! Bye bye!